CashGroup.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Segura Farms.
Gotro's Outdoor Power, Gotro's Outdoor Power. It is grass growing season. That rain's falling, that weather is warming up, and that means you got to cut that grass. Gotro's can get you behind the wheel of a zero-turn mower for $100 a month. It's a family-owned and operated business. They've been at it 22 years. That's why you should do business with them, not just because it's family-owned and operated, although doing business with local folks is always something that we endorse, but because the customer service that you get from someone in your community that's able to see you face-to-face, have a relationship with you, that's important. And that's why they do business the way they do at Gotro's. When I say family-owned and operated, don't misconstrue that as a small business. They're the National Hustler Deal of the Year 2 of the last 3 years. They've got the largest hustler inventory in the state, largest parts inventory in the state. So if you need a zero-turn mower, you can get one from the big box stores. I wouldn't recommend it. You may never hear from them again. That will never be the case at Gotro's Outdoor Power. You can find them at 2 locations, Airline Highway in Baton Rouge and, of course, in Gonzales as well. It's Gotro's Outdoor Power. They're online at gotrosonline.com.
All right, welcome back in here on a Thursday edition. Taylor Sharp hanging out with you here. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Spazzali along for the ride as well. Let's go out to the phone lines, or I should say the internet lines, since the phones in studio are down. Jake Hubman with the Fantasy Headliners joining us now to talk a little fantasy football. Jake, how are you today?
Taylor, I'm doing good. Glad to be on the show again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for hopping on. I know it's a little bit different than last time, but Jake, the weather, it's been storming down here for like 2 days straight, so we're just kind of rolling with the punches, but I appreciate you being flexible. Look, you know, I tune into you guys' YouTube channel quite frequently, and I know y'all have been like mock draft kings this offseason, right? I mean, I know you've done different scenarios, different positions or everything, and you don't really know who your top pick is, right, until you get into that draft room. But let's say Jake Hubman has the number 1 pick in his fantasy draft this year. Who do you take with the top pick?
I mean, as of right now, it's probably still Bijan Robinson, right? But the thing that you can say in 2026 that you haven't really been able to say for multiple years is there's a lot of good options, right? It's not like there's just one clear-cut number one guy. You got Bijan Robinson, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, even Jackson Smith and Jigba could be a great choice here this year. So honestly, where in years past, maybe you wanted to lock up that number one guy, get that best player, I think this is the year where you have an opportunity that even if you have a top 5 or 6 pick, you're going to land somebody who you could probably make an argument for as being the top overall pick.
Okay, so as far as rookies go in the draft, some people get kind of scared to draft rookies early because you haven't seen what they're going to do. But as far as the rookie class as a whole, a lot of talent there. But, I mean, where you've looked, whether it's their ADP or the mock drafts you've been in, is there a rookie right now, like overdrafted or underdrafted?
Overdrafted is probably always going to be the running backs, right? So look at, Jeremiah Love as a good example of that. He's definitely going to be overdrafted. And it's not that it's a talent issue. It's somewhat of a team issue when you're banking on the running game in Arizona. It can be a little bit iffy. Obviously, he's making a ton of money to be the starting running back. He's going to get a lot of touches. But I think what a lot of people don't realize when it comes to fantasy football, and when you draft a rookie that early, you're drafting them at a certain spot. And now all of a sudden you need a certain statistical total, right? So as of right now, Jeremiah Love is the current RB12 overall as projected ADP. That means he's going to need around like 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 50 receptions. And that's just to return draft value. So if you're trying to draft a guy that has even more upside than where you're getting him, it's going to be hard for some of these rookies to do that. 1,400 yards is a great season, but it's kind of like you're drafting him at his ceiling instead of trying to get somebody maybe a little bit later, like a Jadarian Price in Seattle, who could have an opportunity earlier in the season to really outperform where he's being drafted.
Yeah, I personally love where Jadarian Price is being drafted. Now, I know that Zach Charbonnet, a guy that you like, is still on that team, but Jake, he's hurt, and we don't really know yet for certain when he's going to come back. Like, why do you think it is that Price is going lower right now? I mean, is it the Zach Charbonnet factor?
It has to be, and I think that part of it leads into these off-season clips of, Zach Charbonnet's on a practice field and he's walking around, and all of a sudden people are like, wow, maybe he's coming back soon. It's still a major injury. It's still going to be a long-time recovery. Just because a player is out there walking around at camp does not mean he's going to be 100% week one and game ready. I mean, to me, it makes a lot of sense that they took Jadarian Price. I mean, they've had a 2-back system there that worked just fine last year with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Even when Charbonnet does return, it's going to take him some time to get back up to speed. And Jadarian Price could have so much value. And what's great about him is you can draft him a little bit later. You're not overly reliant upon him. And then you can trade him away before Charbonnet really gets back to 100% and try to capitalize a little bit on that value.
Jake Hubman, the Fantasy Headliners, joining us right now. Jake, as far as the established guys in the NFL, right, the non-rookies, there's a lot of new faces in new places this offseason. Is there a guy out there where you're like, wow, they have really improved their situation from a year ago?
I mean, I just mentioned his name. I think Kenneth Walker going to Kansas City is a huge improvement. Right now, he doesn't have to split a backfield with Zach Charbonnet. Now he's not going to get pulled off the field on the goal line. We're not going to miss out on those opportunities. I think him going to Kansas City with the return of Eric Bieniemy at offensive coordinator really opens up a ceiling type season for Kenneth Walker. If we want to go away from free agency and look at a trade, I think A.J. Brown going to New England has the opportunity to absolutely freaking explode in 2026. He's going to go to a team that did not have an alpha wide receiver, has a more than capable quarterback, and a team that really needed that number one guy. So I think Kenneth Walker, A.J. Brown, 2 players and new teams that could really have huge seasons.
Let's go out to the state of California. 2 older receivers that just seem like they're not aging at all. One being Devontae Adams, who led the league in touchdown catches last year. Who saw that coming at the beginning of the year? And then a guy that's coming off of an injury-plagued season in Mike Evans, but when he's on the field, he's still really productive. What are your thoughts? I mean, I feel like you're getting really good value from both those guys this year.
100%. I mean, Devontae Adams is basically the goal line back in LA for the Rams. I mean, that's basically what he is. When they're inside the 5, they're looking towards Devontae Adams, which absolutely kills Kyron Williams owners. But I don't see that role really changing. Why change what works? Now, maybe we don't see, league leading touchdowns, but 10 plus, absolutely. That's a value for where he's going. Mike Evans is somebody I've been talking about for weeks, maybe even months at this, since he joined San Francisco. I mean, you have a team with George Kittle coming off major injury. Ricky Pearsall can't stay healthy. They added Christian Kirk, who has not been able to stay healthy. I mean, there's plenty of opportunity for Mike Evans to go out there. He gets a much more accurate quarterback in Brock Purdy. And that's where Mike Evans thrives, is down the field, the deep ball. And when it comes to the deep ball, Purdy is better than Baker Mayfield. I think both of those guys have huge value. A lot of people will stray away just due to the age and the potential role of Devontae Adams. He's not going to be that 1,500-yard guy anymore, but both of these guys are solidified, in my opinion, top 24 wide receivers in fantasy football, and I would be fine if they're my wide receiver 2 on my team.
I'm glad you mentioned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, folks over here in Louisiana, Saints fans, they hope the Bucs aren't good this year, but there's talent there. A guy like look, Emeka Egbuka, yes, wide receiver 1, but I want to focus a little bit on Bucky Irving because he was getting drafted super high a year ago and pretty productive when he was on the field. He was just injury plagued. I know that because I drafted Bucky Irving a year ago, but you lose Rachaad White. Everyone's thinking, oh, hey, Bucky's going to be the bell cow, but Kenneth Gainwell, I should say, coming in. Like, what do you think that split's going to look like?
Honestly, I think Kenneth Gainwell is way better than what Rachaad White was. So I don't know if that's really going to change a whole lot. I think Bucky Irving has a lot to prove this year in staying healthy. If he struggles once again with injuries, it's going to be one of those guys that we move into the next few years that we cannot really count on. He's going to fall towards those middle rounds. If he can stay healthy, I 100% agree with you. When he's on the field, he produces. He can do all things. He can be on the field for all 3 downs. He can catch passes. He can run balls in on the goal line. But Kenneth Gainwell is severely underrated in the game of football. And I think a lot of people maybe were caught off guard last year by his performance in Pittsburgh, but they shouldn't be. They brought him to Tampa Bay for a reason. With the Evans departure, Chris Godwin is aging. He's, struggled with injuries at time himself. Kenneth Gainwell is going to be involved a lot more than a lot of people want to hear. Not to say that Bucky isn't going to have a chance at a solid year, but the ceiling type of year that maybe we were hoping for last year, I'm not banking on because I have too much faith in Kenneth Gainwell.
Jake, I've seen some of the mock drafts you've put out, and you have a similar strategy to me in terms of quarterback. I tend not to draft quarterbacks particularly early. I like to load up on running backs and receivers as much as I can. But how early is too early for one of these top end guys?
Man, you're right. I'm not an early quarterback guy, and we have put out numerous videos as to why the math ain't mathin' when you do quarterbacks early. 6th round for me is probably about as good as early as it's going to get. I like to have 3 running backs and 2 wide receivers by the end of round 5. I don't care in which order I get them, but that's what I'm looking for. And that's when I would maybe go to one of the top guys if they were to fall. But I really love to stay round 9 or later. You got guys like Bo Nix, last year's MVP Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, who's super reliable. I'm fine with those guys a little bit later. We actually put a video out, I believe it was last week, where we did a blind comparison of Lamar Jackson and Bo Nix, and the stats are almost identical. So when you remove the names and just look at numbers, you can find value later on, especially at the quarterback position that's deeper than it ever has been.
Jake, a guy that I see that incredible value right now, Alec Pierce, he's getting drafted a lot lower, but we know he has that injury. However, if he is a guy that's fully healthy, could you see him being a draft riser?
100%. I mean, I think as of right now, we have to go into draft season with him being a discount. And really, it's because we have to follow the money. Again, 4 years, $114 million. He's the 11th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. You don't go out there and pay a guy that much money and not expand his role, because over the last couple of years, especially last year, he's really been known as that deep play guy, that big play guy that's going to win a 50-50 ball and get you chunk yardage. He hasn't really been the guy that's going to get a consistent huge target share. He's not going to rack up yards after the catch. Well, that's all going to have to change. My biggest concern is now all of a sudden he's going to be thrust into that wide receiver 1 role in Indianapolis. Can he take the extended defensive coverage? Now he's going to have tougher matchups. He's kind of unproven as that number 1 guy. I kind of think back to a few years ago now when Antonio Brown left and Juju was the number 1 in Pittsburgh, and he just could never handle that number 1 role. Not saying that Alec Pierce can't. It's just we haven't been able to see that yet. So honestly, the discount is great. It's kind of baked in there, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But as long as his ADP doesn't continue to rise all offseason, he could be an absolute steal, probably right around round 7 or so.
All right, Jake, if those out there that are listening and need advice so that they don't have to do a fantasy football punishment for finishing last in their league this year, what is the number one mistake you hear people make that just absolutely kills their team during drafts?
There's a lot. I mean, honestly, I can just kind of summarize it by saying, don't fall for the nonsense, right? I think right now as football fans at this time of the year, whether it's June, July, we're desperate for football, right? So we see a camp clip of a guy making a big play when he's got shorts and a t-shirt on against no defense, and all of a sudden we throw him up the draft board. Like, we can't let things like that really influence us. We are very data-driven, very analytical. Numbers and history repeat itself. So we're trying to find those trends. We're not going to get caught up in all those off-season hot takes that a lot of people want to throw out there, the camp clips. Aside from that, though, it's just taking too many risks, right? I mean, I know as the male species, we like to go out there and we like to have a little bit of fun. We like to get emotional. We want to have all these high upside guys in our lineups. Well, the problem with that is if you don't have enough safety, you kind of go into every week as a total boom or bust team. And more times than not, it'll be a bust. So honestly, just don't fall for the nonsense. Take everything with a grain of salt in the offseason. Look at all the information, look at all the data, and then really come to a conclusion based off of that, and not just some 6-second clip that you saw on Twitter or X.
Jake Cobbin of the Fantasy Headliners. Jake, before we get you out of here, tell folks where they can find you and, of course, all about that draft guide.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find us over on YouTube, the Fantasy Headliners, putting out a minimum of 5 videos per week in the off season and 13 weekly videos in season. So we got you covered with everything you need fantasy football related. Plus our draft guide is available, tfhdraftguide.com. There is not a better value, not a better bang for your buck. All the information you can get at the lowest price in the industry. So be sure to go out there and check it out, tfhdraftguide.com.
All right, Jake Cobbin of the Fantasy Headliners. Jake, thanks so much for hopping on with me today.
Absolutely, Taylor. I appreciate you.
Yep. All right. We're going to take a quick time out. We get back. Closing out hour number 1. Me and Jordan may chop up a little NFL and maybe find out if we can figure out what Hunt Palmer's doing on vacation. That's all coming up here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Boudreaux's Electrical Services. Boudreaux's Electrical Services. Make sure the power doesn't go out on you. We're going to have some nasty storms blowing through Louisiana, all from the north to the south portion of the state. And you know when those happen, especially as the weather warms up, you can lose power. It's at the very least annoying. At the worst, it's debilitating for work and sleep. Make sure it doesn't happen. Boudreaux's Electrical can come out, have a local team install that Generac home standby generator, and make sure that your power does not go off. Evacuate from a storm. You don't want to come back to a dark, hot house with a ruined fridge and freezer. No. You want to come back to a house that's powered. Boudreaux's Electrical can make that happen with that Generac home standby generator. Give them a call at 985-397-1562, 985-397-1562, or 225-300-9389. That's 225-300-9389. You can do it the easy way. Find them online at boudreauxelectrical.com. That's Boudreaux's Electrical Services.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
You're listening to The Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Sagrera Farms.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment, hour number 1 here on a Thursday edition of The Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Sharp sitting in for our guy Hunt Palmer for, we got about an hour left. Top of hour number 2, we will have Preston Guy. I know he's normally on Fridays, but texted our guy, there's a ton of recruiting going on right now. And for what it's worth, yesterday we talked about Jaden Anding not committing to LSU or anywhere else yesterday. He has pushed that back. Davion Jones and Greedy James, 2 other DBs that are heavily considering LSU, are committing today. Davion Jones, I believe, is 6 p.m., so right after AFR gets off the air. Greedy James will be 4 o'clock or somewhere in that 4 o'clock hour. So it will not happen before we get off the air today, but that will happen today. We will see where Davion Jones and Greedy James commit to, and we will talk to Preston to break it all down. Jordan, you gonna watch quarterback when it comes out, man? We're about 2 weeks away. July 14th. Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Cam Ward, Joe Flacco. Does that interest you?
Not really. Not like how I used to. Not how I used to. Nah, not this crop. Nah, man.
I think this is a very interesting crop. I mean, Baker's got a heck of a personality.
Yeah,
Baker's
that's
going to be interesting.
JD5 with his mom, and Cam Ward is going to just get whooped every week.
I mean, Flacco, so it's obviously focusing on last season. So he gets traded from Cleveland to Cincinnati. He has to start at both spots unexpectedly. I don't know, maybe huh?
The whole sports documentary thing, they don't hit no more like how they used to. I just feel like the game has gotten so oversaturated. I feel like everybody has a documentary. I feel like everybody is coming out with oh yeah, we've been recording secretly for the last 5 years and doing all this. I feel like Netflix just swooped in after The Last Dance, and now everybody gets a documentary. Feels like every time you look up, it's a documentary. Now they did a Jailblazers documentary for the Portland Trailblazers that did nothing in the early 2000s. They get a documentary. So it's like everybody gets a documentary.
Well, can I interest you in this one?
Yes.
A Paramount Plus docuseries chronicling Texas Tech throughout the offseason and the Brendan Sorsby scandal.
Are you kidding me?
It got greenlit yesterday. No word yet on if it's actually
me right now?
No.
This is real.
Yeah. TexasTech.com.
They're really
Sporting News. Look up Sporting News right now. Sporting News has it.
This the link right here?
Yeah. Look it.
Are you kidding me?
No, man. Look, I mean, it's
Brendan Sorsby is finna they are finna make this a documentary for this dude gambling.
No word yet on they haven't even started filming yet. No word yet on when it's going to come out. It may not even ever come out, but
it better not.
It has been greenlit. The good news is Texas Tech will get the publicity they've so desperately wanted all offseason.
You know what, Taylor? I was one of those people at first. I was like, I kind of like what Texas Tech is doing. They're trying to stick it to Texas. I like this. And then the Sorsby stuff happened. And then just seeing how they tried to act like him gambling on his sport is not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal that he wasn't playing, man. He was gambling. He wasn't playing on the team, actually.
Yeah, but you know what? You going to watch it, ain't you? If it comes out, you ain't going to watch it. You ain't going to tune in at all.
If I see what some of the clips come out first, the clips going to drop on social media first. They come out, it's got Joey, was it Aguilar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey Aguilar. He's over there yeah, man, the world hates us. It's Texas versus everybody. If he comes out like that, all right, now I'm about to tap in just for the hate watch. Just for the hate watch, hey, look, I'm not like I'm an interesting person. I got all these things going on. Jordan's not over here. Got all this going on. Yeah, if it's that controversial, just to get some hate in the air, I'll tap in. I'll kick my feet up. I might drink a beer to it. Why not?
You know, Jordan, I've filled in for Hunt and OTB quite a lot. This is the first time I have switched laptops mid-show.
It's first time for everything.
Dude, I don't know what happened. It's funny. I always crap on this laptop in studio. I talk about how it's old, how it's slow. My laptop completely lost internet. Won't even allow me to reconnect to Wi-Fi. I had to fire this baby up. We're connected to Wi-Fi.
Immediately.
We're hardwired right here. It wouldn't take the hardwire plug. We're good to go. So you know what? My apologies to the Dell laptop here from the year 1975. So it's one of those things. What do we think Hunt Palmer's doing on vacation? Actually, I'm going to give you a list of what Hunt Palmer is absolutely not doing on his vacation.
You want me to agree with you?
Spending time with his kids.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. Hunt talks about it. He's like, look, love the little guys. They can be a lot. Yeah. He said he was going to play a lot of golf on this trip. He's like, I'm playing golf at least 3 times.
He did say that.
Hunt's probably out on a golf course somewhere right now. So the weather's not bad out there. My parents are in. Where's Hunt? Is it Destin?
I know he's in the beach. I really don't know. He did a good job and not really I guess Hunt didn't want no fans, no flash photography. Leave him alone,
bro. He's Hunt Palmer. He's a big deal. We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him regardless where he's at.
Low key.
My parents are in Gulf Shores right now, or Orange Beach, and
I love Orange Beach, Alabama.
Weather's fine. Not raining on them. Got a phone call from them earlier.
I love it.
Not raining on them. So if Hunt's anywhere near there, the weather's fine over there. It's not an absolute downpour here. So I imagine Hunt Palmer hitting the golf course a little bit. Spending some time in the sand, but it's the sand traps. It's not on the sandy beach. Hunt does not strike me as a let me sit out on the beach with the toes in the sand kind of guy.
I don't know. He said he was going to be on the beach with a beverage. He did say he was going to be on the beach, but now I'm upset because you brought up Orange Beach. And Orange Beach is just so fantastic, man. Sand, I just feel like the sand is different in Orange Beach. It's like Orange Beach, Alabama.
Everybody has a beach that they grew up going to.
Yes.
For me and my family, it's Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, whatever area you want to call it, but mainly Gulf Shore. Orange Beach. We stayed at Phoenix East, the condo. They got a bunch of Phoenixes out there. We stayed at Phoenix East. Dude, we stayed on the 12th floor corner condo. We used to go growing up.
And it's Alabama.
We would do 10 days.
Yeah.
During the week of 4th of July, every summer. Basically.
Boy, I got some money, boy.
Well, this was back when I was in elementary, so it wasn't.
What it is now. Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all had some.
So me and Victoria, we went to Aruba for our senior trip.
Yeah.
Our senior trip. Jeez. God, I'm getting old. Our wedding, honeymoon. It is cheaper to go to Aruba for 5 days than it is to spend a week in Orange Beach, depending on the weekend you get.
I believe you.
That's just insane. Crazy. That's just insane to me. But no, I hope Hunt's having a good time. Not spending a ton of time with the kiddos out there on the golf course. But
sunscreen, Hunt.
Yeah, we hope our guys having a good time. All right, look, coming up in hour number 2, we still got a lot to get to. LSU baseball gets a right-handed pitcher from the portal. But coming up at the top of the hour, we got Preston Guy, TigerBait.com. Straight up 2 o'clock. We got a ton of recruiting to get to, and we're getting to it next here on the Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Highland Insurance Group, HighlandIG.com is the website. Property and casualty or group employee benefits. Your one-stop shop for all things insurance is, of course, the Highland Insurance Group. If you're a business owner and you don't have a great relationship with your insurance broker, they're just the guy who came with the lowest premium number, that's one way to handle it, but it might not be the best way, especially when something happens. Whether it's a hurricane or a car accident or a cyber breach or a lawsuit or an injury. When that happens, you're going to need your insurance to respond. And if you only have the insurance in place because it was the cheapest one, it may not. Jonathan Carver and his team can be a trusted advisor and a part of your team as a business to make sure that your business continues to run even if the event happens. Give them a call or check them out online, HighlandIG.com. They're right here in Baton Rouge, but they can help you out statewide. It's Jonathan Carver and his team at the Highland Insurance Group. They're online at HighlandIG.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at ReliefWindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
If your office is experiencing performance issues, Like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files? Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parish Construction and Roofing, the Breeze Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
Box combo for George. I see you, Luis. Food's on the way.
Please don't. Hey, you know you can use your hands, right?
Got those box combos for you. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So, of course.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Sean Ryder. The NHL's career goals leader, Alex Ovechkin, has decided to return for a 22nd season with the Capitals. It's a one-year deal worth $4.25 million. Team USA advancing to the World Cup's round of 16 after a 2-0 win over Bosnia-Herzegovina. Follower Balogun scored his third goal of the Cup before being sent off with a controversial red card in the second half, which means he will not be able to play in the round of 16 matchup against Belgium. Tommy Smith of the Grumpy Pundits podcast on SiriusXM on the loss of Balogun.
He has scored 3 goals in 3 games. He is always going to be a nuisance if you're a full-back or you're a centre-back that has to mark him, because he's big, he's strong, he's technically good, and he can score goals, which, in this game means everything. If you can score goals, you saw Harry Kane yesterday for England. Once you can score goals, only for that England were out of the World Cup. And Balogun will be a huge loss. It'll be up to Pochettino now to decide who he's going to take in. It's a big decision for Pochettino to make. But he's made a lot of big decisions, and he's gotten them all right so far.
The U.S. plays Belgium on Monday in Seattle.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Friday, we'll continue to react to all the fallout from Boston's decision to trade Jaylen Brown to the 76ers, including what's next for the Celtics. It's on Sportsman, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU. Now, the Hunt Palmer Show.
A magic beyond anything you could ever imagine.
You are now listening to the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Sagrera Farms on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Locking down the middle of the day.
You really think that's the best idea?
Live from the Raising Cane studio, this is Hunt Palmer.
It's quite a piece of work.
Well, almost. It's not Hunt Palmer. It's the Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Sharp sitting in for Hunt Palmer. He's out there either on the beach or on the golf course, wherever he is. He's having a hell of a time. Taylor Sharp filling in for him here on this Thursday. We got a 3-day weekend ahead of us. Guarantee gave us off tomorrow, so we are all working for the weekend. Hopefully you are as well. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Spazzali along for the ride. Going out to the phone lines right now. He's a normal Friday guest. I texted him, wanted to bump him up a day because there is a lot going on in the world of college football recruiting. So out to the phone lines right now to our guy, Preston Guy of TigerBait.com. Preston, how are you today?
Taylor, thanks for having me. It is resembling a holiday today, so we know Hunt's not around.
That's right.
So I appreciate me and you being the guys actually doing the work here just before we start grilling our hot dogs.
Preston, if Hunt looks at the calendar and sees a holiday, he's like 5 days before, 5 days after, I can't work. Like that whole, we got to set apart a 10-day window for our guy Hunt Palmer. Look, we don't want him to work too hard, right? I mean, we got to give him a little bit.
Look, man, someone's got to do the work around there, and if it's within 5 business days of a holiday, it's certainly not Hunt. So
that was so good. I laughed so hard when you texted me yesterday. I was like, "Hey, you want to move it up to Thursday since there's recruiting?" I was like, "Hunt's out," and you're like, "Well, it resembles a holiday, so of course our guy's not going to be there." But Preston, want to dive into it a little bit with you. I was hoping we would get to recap the commitment of Jaden Anding, but that didn't occur yesterday. He decided he was going to push it back. What does this mean for LSU? Is LSU still in the lead there?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting situation. Actually, the intel I got of the delay, oddly, is one that gave me even more confidence in LSU landing him. Very rarely is that the case, right? Especially when you're the favorite, or even if it was a slight favorite. I would say LSU's slight favorite over Ole Miss going into that. It's just so rare that, okay, well, you're the favorite. He delays, and oh wait, for some reason we have even more confidence. Because the thing is, out of the Ole Miss camp, I actually am not getting a ton of confidence on their end right now. Most of the worry for Ole Miss is coming from LSU camps. So I think LSU's in a good spot there. My best guess in the delay and the situation going on there is it's more of a agency play negotiation move. Trying to make whatever terms work out before he, makes the commitment. Again, though, even that's odd because it's not like you're signing a piece of paper. You know what I mean?
You're
it's
only committing.
a verbal
And it's like,
commitment.
if you were ready to commit, you seemed like you're comfortable. President, look, that is the world of college football. I'm not going to try and act like I understand any of it because it's ever changing, but we do appreciate that update. As far as two guys committing today, at least scheduled to for the time being, Davion Jones scheduled to commit, I believe it's 6 p.m. today, and then Greedy James coming up in a few hours as well. Where does LSU stand for each of those guys?
Yeah, I think LSU was in really good on Davion. I think LSU is looking for a second place finish there at this point. I really like their chance to flip Greedy James from Texas. And he's a really good safety, good prospect. Definitely a guy who would pair very well with Jaden Anding. If you plan those two safeties, you're in a pretty good spot.
Preston, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Can you hear me?
Good. Yeah. We got you. You dropped there for a second. But so you think good spot for Greedy James, not as good of a spot for Davion Jones?
Yeah, I think they were in a very good spot a month or so ago.
Right.
And I think they're doomed for a second place finish here.
Look, as long as they can reel in one of them. And so Greedy James, all these recruiting websites have him listed as a safety, but LSU is recruiting him as a corner. Is that correct?
I don't know that LSU's locked into corner quite yet, but yeah, he's listed as a safety. I think that, obviously Corey Raymond has been involved a lot.
Right.
That probably leads to a lot of that, but you also have to understand, Corey Raymond does work with the DBs and recruiting all of them. And, he's the Louisiana ties. Whenever you talk about recruiting a Louisiana guy, the Louisiana ties play a role there. I would say probably is my best answer there, but DBs, I would hate to lock them into a certain position before they even arrive on campus.
You mentioned Louisiana ties there, Preston. Preston Guy, our guest right now, TigerBait.com. A Louisiana kid that LSU's been after for quite some time, currently committed elsewhere, though. How important is it to get Easton Royal in this class?
He would be your crown jewel, right? Yep. And of course, LSU's recruiting also Munchon Sales, who's also a 5-star receiver, right? And you might evaluate the two and say, half a dozen in one hand, 6 in the other, right? But ultimately, Easton Royal is your homegrown kid, right? And I think we all know that Louisiana kids going to LSU tend to perform better. than, when they lead the state, and, the star for star rating. LSU has a little bit of a better hit rate on the hometown kids, not to mention a little bit better for roster retention purposes, I would argue, when you keep the kid home. That is a really heated recruiting battle. From what I understand, Florida's kind of a distant third at this point, and really, John Sumrall is what's keeping them alive at all there because of the good New Orleans ties from his time as Tulane's head coach. Also, LSU and Texas are really, really heated at this point. I would call it, from what I understand, a neck and neck type situation, right? I did get some intel from his camp at the opening this weekend where he was on Pop Houston's team, and the vibes were a lot different from other camps and combines where they were paired together. It was a lot of Easton Royal seeking out Peyton Houston, giving him the high five, that kind of stuff, rather than the other way around. We all know Pop Houston has been vocal and recruiting and trying to build this class, right? Seeing the roles a little reversed this weekend, that's a real big vibe shift. I think if my gut had to tell me, I would say I think Easton Royal's heart is at LSU and his brain is in Austin. Of course, the business end of it is heavily favors Texas being, not only, the unlimited resources. We've all heard that word thrown around with Texas and recruiting, but, there's also unlimited connections. Like they feel like, Dell Computers, Elon Musk in the city of Austin, all that jazz plays a real strong role, not just for Easton Royal, but his family in terms of wanting to make a big time decision for not just playing on a football team, but his brand and, his future. So I think that one is probably going to go down to the wire to signing day before we see something. But I think LSU is very, very much so alive in that one.
I got to ask you about this one. Somebody who's committed to another Texas school. It's Jalen Brewster, right? It's the 5-star that everybody wants. What's the status there?
Yeah, I think LSU might even be in a little bit better shape there. I've heard intel going as far as to saying LSU is exploring potential contractual buyout, whatever, situation. There's a property that's in his name from a Texas Tech booster. I think it was listed at $326,000. My first take on that was it sounds like at most a $326,000 problem. And, for a kid like Jalen Brewster, that's, a small fraction of what
you're paying that if you have to.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think LSU's made a lot of headway there. I think they have some contractual NIL revenue sharing obstacles to overcome there. Because again, Texas Tech, you talk about deep pockets, deep resources, man. Theirs are very, very deep. But I can't help but notice every single morning it seems like he's posting a workout video in that LSU hoodie, man. He loves posting gear in his LSU gear, though. But I think at this point, and nothing's a done deal, but I think LSU, I think actually has a better chance than Texas Tech at this point. Not saying it's done, but I've also heard that, that one could go down sooner than the Easton Royal situation. I'm not declaring anything will happen, but I would just keep your phone handy this weekend just in case on that one.
Preston, want to shift to a guy already committed to LSU, a guy you just mentioned, Peyton Houston. I saw, you shared on Twitter the other day, Tiger Bait has given Peyton Houston his 5th star, something that I'm waiting for these other recruiting services to do as well, because I think he is the best quarterback in the state of Louisiana. I've thought that for 3 years now. How good do you think he could be here at LSU under Lane Kiffin?
Yeah, I also wrote a lengthy column to back up that rating and opinion on tigerbait.com. That's actually available on the front page if y'all want to go read it. I think that the first thing you have to acknowledge is, yes, he's 5'10 and a half, right? But then you have to look at, okay, has anybody in recent years ever been that highly rated at that height? And Bryce Young was the number 1 player in the country.
First name I thought of, Preston.
And he's not even 5'10". He's 5'9" and some change, right? By the way, won the Heisman as well at a major SEC school, right? So, we've also seen guys like Tua at exactly 6 feet tall, guys like Kyler Murray. So there is precedent for guys being under 6 foot and obtaining that 5-star status. I'll also throw out there, Peyton Houston's not really built like a 5'10" and a half guy. He has a 6'4" wingspan, right? That was one of the first things I noticed. Is that there's some big, long arms on this kid, right? Similar, a lot of people pointed that out about Tyrann Mathieu, was about his height. Well, look at his arms, look at his legs. Those he's not built like a short guy, right? So with Pop, he's a guy who's got 10,044 yards on his career. Once you tally up his first 2 years of mop-up duty for Calvary and Evangel in 8th and 9th grade. He's a guy who's got a very realistic shot to be the LHSA all-time leading yardage in the history of the state. Juwan Johnson has, I think it's 4,200 more yards than him, right? He's done that in 24 games, 24 starts. He's put himself in a position where not only should he beat it, but he should be able to do it if he comes like 80% of what he did in the last 2 years. So he should comfortably break that record, assuming nothing goes wrong, God forbid injury. The tape is there. He's smart. He reads the field. He has a very quick release. He's very mobile. Every time he goes into an off-season camp, he's either named MVP of whatever camp he goes or close to it. At the Elite 11, Rivals named him the most accurate arm. Well, then he goes to the opening, the second part of the Elite 11 camp, and he comes in second place in the long throw competition, 1 yard shy of the Nebraska quarterback guy, right? So we're talking about a guy known for accuracy, and he's sitting there launching it. By the way, he threw it 15 yards further than Elijah Haven from Dunham, who is a 5-star guy known for having a big arm. So I think that this guy's a 5-star until you pull out the measuring tape, right? And not even the measuring tape for how far he could throw it, the measuring tape for how tall he is. I think that there's really just nothing he could do outside of hitting a growth spurt to be a 5-star at this point. And I think that's just not good enough of a reason to be a 5-star. So I feel strongly about that one.
I'm right there with you. I think Peyton Houston has all the tools to be an absolute stud. Preston, I've been getting a kick out of you on Twitter this week. What number are we up to on the number of tweets about someone committing to a school over LSU?
Over LSU, yeah, that's a funny line there. 43, I believe, is the number. I think, what was it, Tay Walden or whatever, picked someone over LSU. And look, I'm not saying they're all not legitimate, but it is a big
fact that
number.
they're pointing it out and singling out LSU. I got a kick out of it this week.
I mean, it is funny. And I just was like, I wonder how many times he's done it this year alone. And yeah, it was 41 times. And, maybe some of it is, the recruit or Hayes chasing a little bit of clout. And probably a lot of it is that LSU is in on a lot of guys. You can't sign 41 players, right? You have to eventually sign someone, and can't sign everybody.
All right, Preston, before we get you out of here, we got a holiday coming up, man. What we got going on for the 4th of July? You got any plans?
I am taking the kiddos out to our acre-large property out in the middle of nowhere, LP, and we're going to grill some dogs, and we're going to have some good cold beverages and a nice cold pool. We're going to have a good time with that. And then on Monday, we're going to watch the United States men's national team continue its run to win its first World Cup.
There you go. Middle of nowhere LP. That's my neck of the woods. Preston, if I hear fireworks super late at night, I'm not going to call the cops. I'll know it's you. Dude, thanks for hopping on with me. I know we had to pivot. It's been a little bit of a weird week, but I appreciate the time today.
All right. Y'all take it easy, guys.
Absolutely. That is Preston Guy with TigerBait.com. We're going to step away when we get back. LSU baseball added another pitcher in the portal. We'll break it down next here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
One Bath and Closets online at onebathandclosets.com, onebathandclosets.com. Tub to shower conversion can be a really, really efficient and effective way to transform your bathroom. It's not time encompassing. It's not invasive into your home. David says a tub to shower conversion can be done oftentimes in 3 to 5 days. And if you have a tub that you don't use or it's not working properly, or you got one of those big 90s jacuzzi style tubs that takes up a ton of space and you never get in it, well, turn that space into a walk-in shower. It's transformative. Can add value to your home as well. You won't know unless you ask David Duvall. Have that free consultation. Just sit down with David, chat about what he can do for you. They do have financing available, 0% up to 18 months. So go to onebathandclosets.com and get that consultation. You'll be able to see the pictures of their great work. You'll see the satisfied clients who have left reviews. It's David Duvall and One Bath and Closets. Been at it for 35 years. Onebathandclosets.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
You're listening to The Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Sagrera Farms.
But now, before I tell you about Swing Easy Golf Club in Baton Rouge, swingeasygcbr.com. Awesome spot to go work on your golf game. You know, it's sometimes tough to find a good driving range here in Baton Rouge. Maybe it's wet outside. Maybe there's not a lot of grass out there. Maybe struggling to find good golf balls to hit. The wind's blowing. It's hot. Just not a great place to go work on your game. Do it at Swing Easy. You can go into an individual bay. Don't have to worry about any of the elements. You can see your trajectory. You can see your ball speed. You can see your carry distance. You can see your club head speed. You can see how much spin you're putting on the golf ball. The technology is phenomenal. One of the coolest things you can do is see that slow-mo video of your club face at impact, so you can see if you're catching the ball on the toe of the club, see if you're catching on the heel. Doesn't matter if you're a scratch golfer or a beginner. It's still a great place to work on your game and use all of that information at Swing Easy. They're on Segan at Perkins. They're online as well. Swing Easy Golf Club at swingeasygcbr.com.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 here on a Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. About 40 minutes to go in our work week. Well, not Cassie. Cassie's fortunate enough to have 3 more hours after this. She's just getting started, but Me and Jordan, we're going to bounce shortly after. I got a little bit to do after the show, but Jordan, I imagine you're going to high-five everybody on the way out and you're just rolling out the door.
Oh, no. I got to go clock in again.
Okay, but that's only going to take you 10 minutes.
Oh, hey, still got to go do it.
Okay. All right, look. I want to talk a little LSU baseball here. We've been football heavy really the whole week. I mean, there's been some recruiting news coming out, and it's July, it's talking season, but while everyone was watching U.S. versus Bosnia last night, Jay Johnson was putting in that work, and LSU added a pitcher to its 2027 staff. Former South Florida right-hander Caden Smith has committed to LSU. It gives him another experienced arm through the transfer portal. This is a guy who began his collegiate career at TCU before transferring to South Florida. Wound up being, a starter for him last year. He finished the year with a 4-3 record, 4.24 ERA, 52 strikeouts and 46 2/3 innings, which is really good. Holding opposing hitters to a 232 batting average. The issue with him was he walked a lot of batters. He hit a lot of batters. That's something this pitching staff struggled with a year ago. So that's something that's going to have to be cleaned up. But look, LSU likes to put guys in a position to succeed. Let's see if, there's a lot of talk about Nate Yaskey. Is he a great pitching coach? Is he not a good pitching coach? We're going to see what he can do with a guy like a Caden Smith. Again, 6'2", sophomore, developed into a decent weekend starter for South Florida. Another proven arm to LSU's pitching staff. Is this a potential weekend starter? That's something I want to figure out. How much can this lessen the blow of a Marcos Paz putting his name in the transfer portal over last weekend? Because all offseason, you were looking for those pitchers, and I really wanted LSU to add a guaranteed, bona fide, no doubt, this guy's going to start in the SEC on our weekend rotation. They haven't added that guy. Now, have they not added that guy intentionally, or is that guy just not out there in their minds? But even without that, you're sitting there thinking, okay, you got Kason Evans, Cooper Moore, William Schmidt. If each of them could take another step forward, great. And then Marcos Paz, who Jay Johnson said a bunch of good things about as a freshman, he'd be there competing for that role as well. Well, Marcos Paz is gone. So right now, what you're looking at is really Evans, Moore, William Schmidt, the exact same weekend rotation. Now, look, maybe Moore is a Friday night guy, Kason's a Sunday guy, Schmidt, where do you put him? Maybe that's the case. But as far as the names, it's kind of the same as what we've seen last year. It's the exact same as what we've seen a year ago. I know you brought in Landon Hood, the relief pitcher from Gonzaga, and he didn't start a ton, but he had 3 outings, I believe it was, last year where he threw at least 90 pitches. 2 of them he went over 100. So he's a guy that hasn't been asked to start games, but he can certainly go out there and extend and give you long outings, almost like a starter. So is that a guy that could surprise some people and come in and earn a starting spot? But look, if Evans can take a step forward, if Schmidt can take a step forward, you might be okay there because they've shown flashes. Cooper Moore, we really didn't get to see in SEC play. I mean, what was it, 2 SEC weekends before he got hurt and was shut down for the rest of the year. So what does that look like? My thought has been if you could get this starting rotation figured out, then this team could be very good because the position players look great. I mean, whether it's the outfield, the number of guys you added there. I mean, we talked about Jason Walks. We talked about Bino Waters, who was the number 1 ranked player in the transfer portal. Just look at the infield. If you keep Mason Braun at first base, which, man, I really hope they do, Stephen Milam comes back. Cade Curlin coming over from Florida. He could slot in there at second base. Dawson Park can play pretty much anywhere, but you'd like to see him out there at third base. All of a sudden, your infield set to go along with an outfield, and you replace a ton of talent there, and especially in the outfield. I mean, Jake Brown, Chris Stanfield, Derek Curiel, none of them back this year. But I think you did a really good job of replacing those guys. So if you can figure out that starting pitching, then you could be in a really good spot here come SEC play because I think your fielding is going to be a lot better. Don't give up the free passes and the hit batters like you had last year, which it's kind of the concern when you look at a guy like Caden Smith, because it's kind of what he struggled with a year ago. Again, 52 strikeouts and 46 2/3 innings is great. 232 batting average against opponents. I'll take that. It's the 17 hit batters. It's all the walks he gave up a year ago at South Florida. That's my biggest concern. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. I think outside of that starting rotation right now, though, LSU, as far as position players, look to be in a really, really good spot. A couple more LSU baseball housekeeping notes before we take a timeout. Former LSU pitchers Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson have been named to the 2026 Major League Baseball All-Star Futures roster. So that All-Star Futures game will be held at 11 a.m. coming up next Saturday, June 12th at Citizens Bank Park out there in Philly. And you can watch this game on NBC. It will be televised, so we can see what those two former LSU stars got. As far as what we've seen from them this year, Cade Anderson's been a stud, 13 starts, 8-0 record, 1.22 ERA, 66 and 2/3 inning, only 10 walks, 99 strikeouts in that 66 and 2/3 innings. He's been just as dominant as he was his last year at LSU. And then Anthony Hyanson started in high A out in Greenville. He averaged a .44 ERA in 5 starts, 34 strikeouts across 20 innings. He was recently promoted to Double A with the Portland Sea Dogs. He's continued to be really good, a 1.48 ERA in 7 starts with them with 30 strikeouts. So I don't think it's going to be long before if one of Anderson or Hyanson, or even both of them, get called up to the majors. I mean, they were both dominant pitchers at LSU 2 years ago, which is, I mean, they carried you to that national championship victory against Coastal Carolina, which is why you won in straight games. And they've continued that dominance into minor leagues and hopefully one day into the MLB. One more note to mention as far as LSU baseball goes. LSU baseball posted on their Twitter earlier today that they will be playing in the Las Vegas College Baseball Classic out in Vegas. This is March 5th through the 7th at that Las Vegas ballpark. The teams are going to be LSU, Iowa, Oregon State, and Arizona State. So a pretty competitive series there early in the year before you begin that SEC play. That will be exciting. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We get back. Look, we've been super sporty for the entire week, and I love talking sports as much as the next guy. But we got 4th of July coming up. We're talking about it next here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
They got deals. Fabry Chevrolet GMC has got some savings for you, and I am going to tell you about them because if you'd like to get by and take a look, you can certainly do it. They're on Highway 61 in St. Francisville. You can get a 2026 Chevy Silverado at 0% APR financing from now until the end of the month. That's not a long time. You got a week and a half. But 0% APR financing on 2026 Chevy Silverados for 36 months. You can get a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 at 2.9 financing for 72 months now until the end of the month. Great deals on Silverados and Sierras, and got some vehicles that are potentially really affordable. Chevy Trailblazer, Chevy Trax, as low as $30,000. Over at Fabry Chevrolet GMC. So if that's the price range you're looking at, go see them. Highway 61 in St. Francisville. They're also online at fabrychevrolet.com. fabrychevrolet.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Sagrera Farms.
All right, welcome back in here. Hour number 2 of a Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Thursday shows brought to you by Sagrera Farms Premium Beef. Look, it's appropriate that the 4th of July is coming up. There's going to be grilling. I got this juicy steak sitting over my right shoulder the entire show. Like,
Yeah.
if I wasn't hungry before I walked in, I am now. Speaking of the 4th of July, guys, it's America's 250th birthday coming up on July 4th. I'm excited about it. 4th of July has always been one of my favorite holidays. Like, I'm someone that's always loved warm weather, so being right here in the middle of July, no problem for me at all. I love grilling the burgers, the dogs. What we got going on, Jordan? At the country club you live in, is there anything going on for the 4th of July?
No, I don't stay in a country club, but I will be probably in the 9-4 by my grandparents. Potentially, we'll see how that goes. Just for the free food, of course. Obviously, see the family and whatnot. But that's probably where it goes. Also, I do want to enjoy, like, it's off day. I do just sometimes just want to not do nothing.
I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. The eve of 4th of July.
I got some grass to cut tomorrow, but after that, yes, tomorrow, yeah. I got some grass
You know how I am about cutting the grass,
I got
okay?
some grass.
I got it done Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm sitting here 3:15 yesterday, a downpour.
Yeah.
I know I'm having to drive in it, and I'm still like fist pumping. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Got that crap in before all the rain started. So, for those of you that don't know the country club joke, Jordan said on OTB one time, "Oh yeah, this little path that's right near my house." We're like, "What is it?" He's like, "Oh, well, it's a golf cart path." So there's a joke that Jordan lives out on the country club. He doesn't actually, but I thought it was really funny at the time. When I found that out, I was madder than you when I bring up Anthony Mackie. I mean, it was serious.
Anthony Mackie. I hope you know what? I'm not. It's a good day. I'm not gonna say nothing about Anthony Mackie. It's a good day. We're not gonna do nothing about Anthony Mackie. I was really about to say something crazy, but you know what? Anthony Mackie, I hope you're doing well. More blessings to you, Anthony Mackie. More blessings.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. Shout out Anthony Mackie. Shout out Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain America.
That's right.
Yeah, there
on
we
America's 250th, you're going to insult Captain America.
Yeah, you're right.
And he just got the job, too, Jordan.
You don't need it no more.
So, like, you know what?
I'll take his job.
Cut the guy a little bit of slack.
Part 2, another black Captain America. Let me take his job. I'll take his job right now.
Okay, well, Cassie, what we got? Yeah. You told me that you normally go to Houston every 4th of July.
Yeah, so my aunt lives in Houston, well, like right outside of Houston in Cypress. And she lives like in a little like lake area, so we usually go on the lake and everything. But my mom and my brother are driving up today, like right now, so I obviously couldn't do that. So still trying to figure out my plans. Might go home to Metairie, because my dad's not going, so might go home, visit with my dad, visit some friends that I haven't seen in a while. Still kind of up in the air, but my mom I told her, I was like, I'm excited because I have off work on Friday, I can come. And then she was like, well, I'm leaving Thursday.
Ooh,
so
sick.
And I'm not going to drive out to Houston by myself.
No, I don't blame. So, I always talk about like all the events we do as a family. Like, I do not have a big family. No aunts, no first cousins.
What?
Yeah.
You have no first cousins?
Jordan.
That's crazy.
Listen to me. Okay,
What?
guys, y'all are attacking me right now. We found out the other day that Cassie's never been to Taco Bell, and this is
Okay,
what
but
shocking.
you have
I'm just saying, like, this kind of, that's like,
Like, how do you have no family?
Yeah.
Not like no family.
Guys, I'm sorry that no one wants me, okay? It's not really my fault. I do the best I can, okay?
Yeah.
No, I have 2 uncles. Neither ever got married, no kids.
Wow.
So, no aunts, no first cousins, which, like,
Wow.
you would think, oh, man, growing up, that sucked. No, dude, we got everything. You kidding me?
No first cousins is like.
Yeah, I guess like y'all were spoiled because you
Share
didn't
with
have
no
any
snot-nosed
cousins.
cousins. You kidding me? No shot.
But my cousins were like my best friends growing up.
The sleepovers.
That?
Maybe that's why I was
sleepovers.
sad all the time.
You're a loner.
No, but like we don't have a very big family, but we're very close knit.
Yeah.
Like basically in my family, it's me, mom, dad, brother, sister, uncles.
Yeah.
My sister's married, doesn't have any kids yet.
Okay.
Me and Victoria, and then little man that's on the way.
Yeah.
But like that's
it.
That's it as far as like close family.
Wow.
And but we do a lot together. Her family.
Okay.
This week, I think they probably left yesterday. Went to Copperas Cove, Texas. I know what you're thinking. Well, hell, Taylor, Copperas Cove, Texas doesn't sound like a vacationing hotspot.
It might be nice.
It's not. Her sister lives there.
Is it nice?
They're going to get her sister,
Okay.
the 3 dogs, the 3 kids, bring them back to Walker so that she can be here for the birth of our son. Okay.
Okay.
My family left on Wednesday. Got a phone call from my brother-in-law at like 1 o'clock. Oh, dude, yeah, the weather's great out here. I'm like, are you intentionally trying to piss me off? Like, what's going on?
What's up with you?
Like, okay. And they're like, oh, well, you guys should be here. I'm like, well, I couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Okay. One, I didn't want my wife to go in labor in the middle of the open water on their boat. That seems less than ideal.
Yeah.
Also, everybody else kind of already took off, so I was just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs like, damn, probably should have done the same thing.
No, we needed you.
But so it's really just me and Victoria. It's like we're wide open. I think we're going to go. Walker Ballpark does a big firework display at 9 o'clock. But like,
oh, yeah.
Okay. Here is the itinerary for that on Saturday. 2 p.m. event starts. Hot dog and watermelon eating contest at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, guys, I considered entering one of these.
Really?
Okay.
Are you?
Probably,
are you a speed eater?
Probably hot dog, because as weird as it says, that's probably less messy than watermelon.
But I'm saying, like, are you a speed eater though? Can you do you
I
have
can eat a lot. I don't know about the speed. I've never timed myself. But okay, Jordan, how good is anybody else? So I considered entering
no Joey
this
Chestnut
thing.
there. There's no Joey Chestnut.
I actually mentioned this to Victoria last night. I said, hey, you know, if we're going to the park late at night for the fireworks, what if we went during the day? I entered this hot dog eating contest. Cassie, you'll love this. Her response is, no, that would give me the ick.
Yes, it would.
So I was like, okay, you know what?
She's right. It would.
We're going to skip that.
Agreed.
Yeah,
okay?
I agree.
We're going to watch Joey Chestnut, the other professional eater. Remember, we had the professional eater on last year.
My boy, yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah.
He came on when we all had to come in here and do live
show?
at lunch.
Oh,
it was
I thought
it was live at lunch.
Okay.
Hanny and Jimmy were both out. It was the first day back after 4th of July.
Yeah.
They were both out.
And Cassie was on video.
Yep.
Yeah,
all three of us.
I was producing.
Yeah,
all 3 of us. We had to come in and do it, and y'all just stayed here. Hunt walked in.
Oh yeah.
Is exactly how the show went. But
makes sense.
No, so it'll just be us. So we're gonna do that. We'll do the fireworks.
Yeah.
At night. I want to buy fireworks, but Victoria, she claims, if she's listening, she's gonna be really mad. She had an incident with a firework where one shot in her eye when she was a kid. She could see. I mean, she's not walking around with an eye patch.
Najee Harris.
Yeah. She's not walking around with an eye patch or anything, but she doesn't really like them. And then we live in a neighborhood, so I mean, it's iffy there. Now we can pop them in the LP.
Okay.
I know EBR is a little iffy. We're cool out there in the LP.
Okay,
we can get that done. Okay, they ain't gonna stop us from doing that. So we might pick up a little. I don't know, but
you know what?
I think fireworks are a waste of money.
You know, I feel like I'm doing a facade right now, because honestly, I like fireworks. It's just when the people are popping fireworks on non-firework holidays,
Bro,
Christmas is not a reason.
Took my dog out last night.
Yeah.
10:15, heard fireworks in the distance.
Yeah,
guys, it's July 1st.
Thank you.
It's July 1st.
Yeah, that's when I'm off with the fireworks. Now, okay. New Year's Eve, okay, I can get jiggy with you.
And I can even do New Year's Day as well.
I can get jiggy
the
with
day
you.
After. Good
but
with
dude,
it.
Christmas, a couple of days after Christmas, we're doing it on, January 3rd. Brother, come on, man, wrap it up. All right,
I know, it's like, how many did you buy? How do you still have them left over?
Yes.
What happened on New Year's for you not to be able to pop
Why
off?
do you have an artillery?
Now look, if it is a washout and it is raining and you can't do it and you
Yeah.
spend all the money on fireworks,
You still got to blow. Yeah.
I'm good with it. Because they're just going to sit there and collect dust if not.
You got to use it.
I'm good with it. But no, I feel you. We're going to Andy's on Sunday for sure, guys. You ever hear about the new flavor?
That's an ice cream place?
Yeah, I don't know if I should tell you.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not tapped in. Everybody said, Cassie looked at me. Yes, I don't know Andy's.
It's a limited time.
Okay.
Only for 4th of July. All right, I'll spill it.
It's like
the 250th birthday concrete. Okay. Massive chocolate cake fan. Okay. My all-time favorite dessert. They had a chocolate cake concrete and a chocolate cake sundae a couple months ago.
Okay.
I loved it. I got it like 3 times.
Oh, you loved it then.
Don't judge me on how many times I ordered the chocolate cake sundae. Loved it. It was limited time. I was like, crap. Well, dude, now they're bringing it back. It's chocolate cake with sprinkles with the homemade vanilla custard. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you'll be there.
Are you kidding me? We're going Sunday.
Oh, you'll be there.
Good.
I was like, probably a little bit of a line on 4th of July. We'll probably wait till that Sunday. Bro, Sunday it's over.
Well, all
Kidding me?
right.
Frankie
how
will
long
be
is-
in the back seat getting his pup cup on. Like where we're going.
What's the strategy? Because you got to have a little strategy getting there. You said it might be a line. You got to be like,
Oh, no,
what
we got one in Jubin. We'll roll up in there.
Okay.
If not, we'll be good.
Okay. I was like, oh, so no weight doesn't matter as long as you get it.
There's lots of locations.
Oh, they got like 10 of these things.
Yeah.
Surprised you've never been to one.
I ain't gonna give you a spot up.
They gotta have one in New Orleans somewhere, right?
Andy's. I'll be honest. I'm not a real like an ice cream person. Like I'm more like I like popsicles more than like ice cream.
You like popsicles more than ice cream. So if I gave you like the little double stick one that you pull apart, that's you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I like popsicles.
I'm more of like a rainbow pop.
Were you
rainbow pop?
I like the
scribblers growing up?
Yeah. Oh,
I like the Jolly Rancher ones.
Growing up, I still like them at 26. I say growing up.
You're like, I had them
Yeah,
yesterday.
I'm about to say, I was
What
just
do you
about
mean?
to-
We had the scribblers yesterday.
You're telling me that? I just left Walmart a couple of days ago, and I was like, damn, why didn't I get no popsicles, bro? I was like, I don't.
I have a box of the Jolly Rancher popsicles in
I
my
love those
freezer.
too.
They
I love
have
popsicles.
Jolly Rancher popsicles.
Oh yes, they're so good.
Yes.
Dude, I am sorry. The closest Andy's to New Orleans is probably the one where I'm at.
Yeah, Andy's like I think
It's
a
well.
Baton
This
Rouge
says this says the closest Andy's to New Orleans is Lee Drive on Baton Rouge. The
Oh,
one in
yeah.
Jubin's probably closer to you because
No, it's not because it's on I-12.
Yeah, you just take 55 up, get on 12, come on through.
Yeah,
It's
see, I'm
not
just
closer.
Not, yeah, I'm just not. I'm not.
Time wise, probably not. Mileage wise, probably yeah.
Nah, I'm more. Nah,
As the crow flies, it's probably closer.
But it's good. It's good. Like, I respect the people that love Andy's. I'm not saying, hey, shout out Andy's.
Bro,
Free promo to Andy's.
I'm ready. Like I'm fired up for 4th of July. Like me and Victoria, we've been busy. We've had our minds a lot of different ways. Like this weekend.
You said the menu? What's on the menu? What y'all got going on over there?
We grilling hot dogs.
Okay.
Every year.
Okay. Okay.
Like love the burger, but like I
Not
eat
a rib
burger-
guy?
I eat burgers all the time.
You don't have both?
We
Burgers and
do.
dogs?
We do, but like when I just think of 4th of July, I think of the hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
fair.
Like I'm sitting there eating the hot dog on TV, watching Nathan's. I'm like, "Pfft, that guy only ate 40. He sucks.
Yeah.
Like that's me. I'm the couch warrior. So we'll be watching that. We'll be hanging out. Hope everyone out there also has a good time. But guys, I love 4th of July. Love it. Love it. One of my favorite holidays. All right, look, we're going to take a quick time out. Speaking of holidays, we are working towards that holiday weekend. We got one more segment left. We'll do some take it or leave it on the other side here on the Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Go take a tour at Marucci. What a cool place that we've got here in Baton Rouge. Marucci is available to you to take a tour. It's available to you to work on your game. Tours first. You go see where the official bat of Major League Baseball is made. You go see where they make 1,200 of them every day. You go hear about the story of how 2 former big leaguers and their trainer started making bats in the backyard and started that process at the bottom and have gone all the way to the top. They make the best bats in the world right here in Baton Rouge. And you can see where they're made, where they're stained, where they're shipped off, and how it happened. You can also work on your game at Marucci. You got a youth baseball player, youth softball player under your roof, eating up with it, wants to get better. Well, become a member. Key card access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to the Marucci facility so you can practice swings, you can practice pitching. It's all there for you. Go see them online at maruccisports.com. What a gym here in Baton Rouge. That's, of course, Marucci.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Championships are won with preparation, and so are great roofs.
The Tigers don't cut corners on the floor. Parrish Construction and Roofing won't cut corners on your home either.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Segura Farms.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment here on a Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. We are working towards the weekend. Now, normally we would do take it or leave it here. We just found out something in the break, equally shocking, if not more so.
No, we should.
Taco
No.
Bell news, Jordan.
We should put it in take it or leave it though. We should put it in take it or leave it.
Put it in take it or leave it. Let's go ahead and hit some take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Today's hottest stories in sports, news, and sometimes even Hunt's life. The question is, will he take them or leave them?
Okay, so we have a first now. This is a first time we're ever doing a take it or leave it. Seconds that just happened. So this take it or leave it is Cassie Spazzali. Yesterday said she has never had Taco Bell. Okay, we always like, okay, all right, that's cool. All right, whatever. Now she has informed us today that Cassie Spazzali, yes, make sure we get her government name out there, has never had Burger King. So Taylor, never having Burger King in the big 2026. Take it or leave it.
Sorry, Cassie, I gotta leave it.
Leave it alone.
I gotta leave it. I mean, I get it if you're like, I don't trust your drive-through Mexican. Like, I get all that. But like,
100%.
Yeah, Burger King, they do breakfast.
Everything.
You get a chicken sandwich. I love the fast food, but like, unpopular opinion, that's my favorite drive-through fast food burger. Absolutely, 100%. So not even close for me.
It's up there for me.
I'm a little bit biased. I like it more than most people, but like,
I like a Whopper more than a double quarter pounder.
Oh yeah.
Give me a Whopper all day.
Yeah.
Give me a double Whopper.
You know
with
what?
cheese. Give me a Bacon King.
Cassie's inspiring me and forcing me to all these bad food habits. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat the other day, and I'm like, we were just talking about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
We probably get us a Whopper on the way home.
No.
It's probably happening.
You got to double dip. You got to go get a Whopper, and then don't get the drink. Get the drink from Taco Bell. Go get a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. That's how you got to do. You got to double dip.
What else we got?
All right, so next we have free agent guard Tim Hardaway Jr. He's headed to the Miami Heat. One thing he won't have is his number 10, as his dad played for the Miami Heat, Tim Hardaway Sr., and his jersey is retired. So this is what Tim had to say. My legacy is my legacy, and he's doing it his way. Even though he likes to wear number 10, he loves to wear number 10, but that's not coming down from the rafters. So naming your kid after yourself, but telling him to create his own legacy. Take it or leave it.
Leave it. I remember when Bronny was in high school. Like, Bronny's name is LeBron James Jr.
Yes.
And he didn't want to wear 23 because he said, I want to build my own legacy. And I'm just sitting there thinking the scorers table in high school is probably like entering the game, number 8, LeBron James Jr. Huh. I wonder who that guy is. No, leave it. I mean, you name your kid after you. It's tied to you, right?
Yeah.
Like it's tied to you.
I just don't get the whole point of being like, it's got to get his own legacy. Y'all literally share the same name.
Yeah, that's on senior. On that one.
100%. You could have named him Jim Hardaway and been like, all right, we can't. You named him Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah,
he's literally you. But anyways.
Oh, hey, does he have 5 sons on him, Tim?
Yeah, Tim, Timmy, Timon, Pumbaa. All right, the NBA is taking a step. The NBA is taking a step forward, implementing a dramatic rule change for free throws. So the league has announced Thursday that the summer league game will utilize the 1 free throw rule. Aside from the last 2 minutes of regulation and overtime period, players will attempt 1 free throw from the charity strip that accounts for how many free throws are rewarded. So 2 free throws, they'll just shoot 1. 3 free throws, they'll still would shoot 1. The G League has had this rule since the 2019 and 2020 season. It is used to improve game flow. So the 1 free throw rule, take it or leave it.
Leave it. I don't even know what that's supposed to accomplish. Like, I get it, the flow of the game, but like, is 1 free throw going to be worth 2 points now?
Yeah. So if you make if you make 1 free throw, it's 2 points.
What happens if you're fouled on a 3?
1 free throw is 3 points.
No, that's stupid. You should have to make
Except
all
for the
3.
last 2 minutes of the game.
I get that it's you're getting rewarded for going to the free throw line. You still have to make your free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, what about all the great teams out there that you're like, oh, we got a stud free throw shooter. He misses it, shanks it, and goes. No, you should have to shoot your free throws. That's stupid.
All right, and to end it off, apparently the Taylor Swift wedding is happening this weekend. Allegedly.
That's a rumor.
So is Taylor Swift wedding the most important thing to happen at Madison Square Garden this year? Take it or leave it.
Yeah, take it. I mean, I can't think of anything else that may. No, absolutely leave it. There may be. Look, there's probably not going to be the twerking on light poles we saw after the Knicks won the championship
parade.
There's still going to be a crap ton of people in Madison Square Garden. I don't know. My invite got lost in the mail. I'm not on the guest list, so I don't know exactly who's going to be there. But no, the Knicks winning their first championship since 1973 absolutely trumps this. But I got to tell you, there's going to be like, dude, ESPN did a segment on this on national ESPN NFL Live. Yeah. They were talking about the Chiefs, and then they were like, by the way, rumors of a wedding coming up. I'm like, dude, who cares?
That's real power.
Look, Madison Square Garden, let's be honest. I'm coming from a little bit of a hater perspective here. I'd love to have my wedding in Madison Square Garden. Let's not lie.
Really?
Let's not say that anybody out there that has the ability to have their wedding in Madison Square Garden wouldn't do it, because you would.
I don't know.
Absolutely would.
A lot of the women here do not like it.
Well, all right, that's going to do it for a Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show and a heck of a long week here at Guarantee Media. Jordan, Cassie, thank you guys for hanging out with us all week long. We are off tomorrow as a company, so OTB, Hunt, Live at Lunch, AFR, none of them will be live and local tomorrow. We'll have something in store for you, though, as far as the little 4th of July special goes. Everyone have a great and safe 4th of July holiday. Go out there and celebrate America's 250th birthday on one of the most important days of the year, and we'll catch you back here on Monday.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
First, let's tell you about Ochsner. They've been reminding you all month long, about the incredible things they've got going on over at Ochsner. If you are an athlete or you're just trying to stay active, Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute can help keep you moving. They can get you moving as well. You've got access to the highest levels of specialized care. You've got nationally renowned expertise, the latest equipment, and you've got modern facilities, and that includes the convenient walk-in orthopedic clinic at Elite Training Complex, the Burbank location, when you need care fast. So if you've got a sprain, if you've got a strain, if you've got a minor dislocation, maybe even an ACL tear, sudden ongoing non-spine-related musculoskeletal pain, any of that, you can walk into Elite Training Complex on Burbank without an appointment. They are happy to see you. They've got on-site x-rays, and they can treat those minor injuries for you. So you'll drive by, you'll see Elite. They got the big football field with the goalposts out there. You can't miss it, and you can walk in. It's Ochsner, online at ochsner.org/BRortho.